been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months saying I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that.
It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City. And a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
And a Raven first down.
Here's a give to Dobbins. Devin Bush, the Steelers' leading tackler as a rookie last year, gets another there.
Devin Bush.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
First down, Ravens.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 7, Steelers 0. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a pickup.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. DeAnthony Thomas will return it for Baltimore. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Third down. And 10 yards to go.
Jackson. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Pick up 2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4-yard line.
Here we go. Like 80.
They go play action here on first down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. He changed name, how about your respect? You're sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Steelers, nothing.
For this life, I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch you hate, watch him lurk, can't relate. Watch you skirt out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on sight. Red, green, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a youngin'. They told me my time was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fun.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd.
Middle. 58, come on. 24. 58, right over there, right over there.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
58, boys, 58, 58. Come on, little spacing.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Freeman, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. You got 3 down. Check, check. Lucky.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Ebron's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
At the 37-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in the game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now it's Roethlisberger. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No game.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. Hit the egg, boys. Hit the egg.
Here's Roethlisberger. Able to shake him off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Justin Madubuike able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he will finally be taken down up at the 43. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
At the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Jackson on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
10 at the 24-yard line.
To throw again. Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devin Bush in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Now, after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Thomas on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
For Mark Andrews. Incomplete. He was covered by Steven Nelson.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going to go up top again. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Block 80! Mike, 58, right there. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. It's our field. It's our field.
Now Roethlisberger. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Results.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Returnable for Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Patrick Queen brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and abundant. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Like 30. Who that? 58's the money. 58's the money. Here we go.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You always think about picking up the 1st down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Dobbins running out of the gun. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
Baltimore.
On first down, Dobbins, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
It's a gain of 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Ravens 24, Steelers nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over here.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now left side on the swing pass. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 25 yards that time. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Ravens 31, Steelers nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
2nd down at 7. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a game.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't it?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Johnson now returning. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
180. He's coming. In your face.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
58, right over there.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So that one will be accepted. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
44, 58, come on. Me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Roethlisberger will throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 16, Roethlisberger. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He was brought no gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And they take a knee.
Tonight's final.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Baltimore, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles.